This is the project of PyTorch. If you're thinking to contribute in PyTorch open source software, open source ML framework, then I'm going to tell you, some of the steps you need to follow if you're a beginner. Because I have contributed, I have committed only one PR for torch.minion operation. It was very basic, but still, I'm making a video about how you can contribute, because there are a lot of unimplemented operations right now in PyTorch, so you can take advantage of that. You can study the code base. You can contribute to those unimplemented. You can implement those operations which are yet not been implemented, so it's a good time. So that's why I'm making a video. If I miss any step, or you want to know something little extra, then you can comment. So now I'm going to tell you what things you need to know, what list you need to know uh, in order to contribute to this open source project. So, okay, let's start. Know the first of all the basics of ML steps, then know about the tensors, how matrix multiplication works on CPU and GPU, how GPU works, how game visual is created on the screen, how game engine perform operations behind the scenes. Know the parallel programming by there is a playlist by Udacity, you can search on YouTube. And then also by how exactly the parallel programming concepts work. And after that you can learn basics of C++ and Objective-C, how objects are created, how string is manipulated, these kind of things. And after that you can build the source code, run all the tests, and run the tests. And after that you can, if you are contributing to MPS, PyTorch has three. One, you can contribute to, right now you can contribute to MPS. There are a lot of operations need to be implemented, which has not been implemented yet. They are some are basics, some are hard. So for that you can watch the some videos on ML and MPS graph, how to use them on Apple's official websites of accelerate machine learning with metal performance shaders graph, and these kind of things you can study. And after that you can also need to know how Python bindings are generated. This basically means that C++ code is written, but uh, in when user gets it, it actually uses Python to perform all the operations, but behind the scene everything has been compiled, written in C++, but it's used in Python. So how Python and C++ work together using Python binding. Now let me show one by one the videos and the resources where you can read read about all of these things. First of all, know about the basics of ML. You can search TensorFlow basic ML, and there are a lot of videos by TensorFlow YouTube channel, and you can study about basics of ML, how ML works, and behind the scenes. There are also some couple of videos you can study, and there is no need to take full graphs, but you can just know the basics, and that's all. Even I don't know the everything about the machine learning and deep learning. After that you can read about if you don't know about computers and how computers work, then there is a very great channel I found. This is a this is like a crash course, computer science, where they have uh, explained everything, how computers work, what is the CPU design, how programming language work, algorithms, a lot of stuff, theoretical stuff, which will help you, uh, explain the abstract things or the things you don't know actually. For example, you don't know how command line interfaces work, or how it's been why humans use command line interface, how what is the history about, right? How screens and 2D graphics work, how 3D graphics work, how computer networks work, and these kind of things. It a very good overview of all the computer related stuff, and it's very great resources to study about computer science. It's a crash course, and it's very good. It's not even boring. It's very interesting, and their videos are like great. After that, you can study more about how metal, how Apple, what is the Apple approach to machine learning on their platform, what they are doing, what sort of work they are currently doing right now. What you can do is that this is a video about accelerate machine learning with metal performance shaders. You can also go to all videos and search about ML here. Here you can search about metal, or you can search about how metal works, how graphics work. But before that, you have to know how graphics engine work, how graphics actually, what is the command encoder, command queue, these sort of things you have to know. And search ML. You can study a lot of videos from here. You can also study about parallel programming. You need to study. This is a playlist by Udacity. You don't need to study all of them, but where there you have confusion or you want to get an overview, then this is a very good YouTube channel to study. You can study about parallel programmings and how parallel programmings work. You can after that you should study more about C++, deep level understanding of C plus or some different concepts. For example, there is a YouTube channel named the Cherno, and he has playlist about C++, and he has explained uh, very uncommon concepts of C++ in a very good manner. For example, it will tell you why auto works, templates, dynamic libraries, a lot of things, and with a very detailed explanation. And his explanation actually quite good and reasonable, easy to understand. It will actually tell you about I value, R value, move semantics, a lot of a little advanced concepts about C++. So it's very good. After that, you can also study this video. This is a video by official by Meta open source YouTube channel, and it actually teaches you about how you can contribute, how you can send pull request, what you need to do in order to open source contribution. If you don't know about GitHub basics, these kind of things, you can simply follow a step by step. When you contributing to PyTorch, uh, PyTorch repo, then it actually uses PyBind. So you need to know how C++ and Python works together. This is PyBind 11. This provides actually a seamless operability between C++ and Python. So it basically means that code is compiled in C++, but it can be used using Python. So people who are using PyTorch use PyTorch in Python, but it's a lot of code is written in C++. So you can see that a lot of codes, around 70% code is of made of C++. You also need to take some tutorial about CMake, how CMake work. You won't, most of the time you won't edit CMake, but it's good to know how CMake works. You also need to know some of the, little advanced about Python. And that's it. And comment me below if you want to know anything else which I might have left, because I have already done a contribution in contribution in contribution for MPS. Uh, it's a complete feature, so it was good. It was my first contribution. After that, I'm thinking to contribute a little more advanced concepts. So if you want me to add anything in this in video, uh, there is one more thing: how you will learn about MPS and how you will debug about MPS graphs. Then you need to follow some of the documentation about MPS graph, and that can be a little bit challenging. You need to read docs, and if you want, there is some tutorial by official Apple video, but if you need some help, I can make a video about how MPS graph actually work and how you can debug. For MPS related contribution, you need a Apple device or MacBook. But if you're contributing to CPU or NVIDIA GPU, which is generally NVIDIA, they generally use the term CUDA. CUDA is their library. So if you are using that, then you don't need an Apple. But if you're using contributing for MPS Apple devices, then you need MacBook. So that's it. If you have any questions about anything more, and it's actually has a lot of issues right now. So if you search about MPS, so there is some so there is a lot of ops that has not been picked up by anyone, and you can try to contribute. Some of them are a little bit challenging, but you can spend time how it works. You can contribute. There are a lot of unimplemented ops, so it's a good time to contribute to PyTorch. And that's it. If you have any question, then you can comment below. And goodbye. And actually, I'm just starting out, so I'm very naive about explaining things. So I don't know which things I missed out. So you can let me know that you need to know about this thing or very specific details about how explain me more. I didn't understand. So you can tell me that.